Good afternoon to everyone. Our lesson for today is factoring polynomials using DTS or difference of two squares. What are squares? What are perfect squares? Remember that perfect squares are those terms with square roots like x squared. The square root is x. Like x raised to 4. The square root is x squared. Like 9, the square root of 9 is 3. Like 16, the square root is 4. These terms are called perfect squares. Okay? When we say perfect squares, these are terms that have square roots. So the square root of x squared is x, the square root of x raised to 4 is x squared, square root of 9 is 3, and square root of 16 is 4. Now, in this type of factoring, the given is a difference of two squares. So meaning, it can be x squared minus 4. This is a perfect square. This is a perfect square also. And this one is difference. That's why it's minus. How do we factor it? We can factor it by simply getting the square root of this, x, you just copy it here. Square root of this, 2, copy it here. And then one positive and one negative. That's it. Now, what about example number 2? Let's say, for example, 25x squared minus, let's say, 81 y squared. What are the factors of this? Again, this is a perfect square. This one is a perfect square too. And they are separated by a minus sign. That's why it's difference. So it's 5x. The square root of 25x squared is 5x. The square root of 81y squared is 9y. Just copy it. And one positive, one negative. These two can be interchanged. You may write positive first and then negative here. Okay? Example number 3. Say, for example, you have 4x squared minus, let's say, 16 y squared. Take note that this one is factored completely. The direction is always factored completely, meaning you have to get the prime factorization. So in this case, since this one is already a perfect square and this one is already a perfect square, they both have square roots, but in this case, they have a CMF. So you get first the CMF. What is the common factor here? It's 4. And then x squared minus 4y squared. Okay. So to get the factors, you just copy this one. Factor this as DTS. Square root of x squared is x to y. X to y. One positive and one negative. So this one is the prime factorization. Always get the prime factorization. Okay.